Good evening and welcome to Late Night Review. We talk about what's happening.
What's not?
I'm Jack Overbeck.
And I'm Thomas Kessler, and here are tonight's top stories.
This past weekend saw the premiere of both Avengers Endgame and Game of Thrones' Battle of Winterfell, leaving nerds in a state of perpetual panic over which fictional characters were going to meet their untimely and contractually obligated demise. Avengers in particular killed at the box office, almost literally, as apparently a person fainted during the movie's climax. And honestly, I would too after spending 3 hours in a movie theater refusing the urge to pee.
Speaking of long-awaited battles to defeat brightly colored tyrants, the 2020 presidential campaign welcomes a new hero, Joe Biden, bringing the total of Democratic Avengers to 20. Which might be a problem, because I don't know if I have enough time to watch all their origin story movies before next November, and I really don't want to know any spoilers, like who's gonna die.
Walgreens and Rite Aid have both raised the minimum age to buy tobacco in their stores from 18 to 21. Conversely, Walmart has lowered the minimum age to buy assault weapons from 18 to the second trimester.
Earlier this month, the Supreme Court released a scathing report on Alabama prisons, highlighting graphic counts of rape, stabbing, and murders. The New York Times asked an inmate serving a life sentence to tell them what it's like to be in an Alabama state prison. He said, "No one feels safe here," which is a coincidence, because when I went to Alabama with my boyfriend, I didn't feel safe either.
This past Saturday, a construction crane fell from atop a building in Seattle, killing 4 people. This tragedy led investigators to ask some serious questions, such as, where do construction cranes come from? How do they get where they are? Are a series of smaller cranes used to build significantly larger cranes? Or can a construction crane only be built by a crane larger than it? And if so, why not just use the larger crane in the first place? While authorities investigate these pressing questions, we would like to extend our sincere condolences to the families of the victims, especially since the mysterious crane conundrum may never be solved. Well, he's recently come under fire for what many say are admissions to controversial behavior made known in his latest hit single, I Didn't Start That Fire. According to our writers, it was pretty much there in black and white. He's not hiding anything. Here for this Eleanor exclusive to answer our burning questions, Billy Joel.
Hey everybody! Billy Joel's here. How you doing? First of all, I want to say to that guy in the back who tried to give me some kind of sissy drink called like a Lackey Roy or a LaCroix or something. You know, he knows where he can put it. You know, Johnny, he wouldn't have let people on stage without the good stuff.
Well, Billy, we can't give out alcohol on a school campus. It's against the law.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess you must not have a big problem with that sort of thing, given what we've been hearing for the past few days.
Hey! I'm not ashamed. I want everyone to know the truth so that I can clear the air. This is the whole truth.
So you admit to the things you say in this song?
Oh yes, every single one of them. But of course, I didn't start that fire.
Wait, what do you mean?
I mean, I want everyone to know that I'm telling the truth about that day, and I figured the best way to do that was just to get, everything else off my chest.
Do you feel any need to explain yourself? Many of the things that I must say you've now admitted to on regional television would even make Louis C.K. uncomfortable.
You're not getting it. All right, well, since every record label in the country has thrown me off and none of the nationals will play my songs anymore, why don't you let your viewers hear it before you judge me?
Okay, then let's hear it. Does anybody want to hear Billy Joel's new song?
I know you do. Okay, all right, let's rock. 1, 2, 3, 4. Killed the cat, ate the dog, told my sister it's a hog, made sure all her boyfriends thought she was Catholic. There's a safe in Detroit, secrets won't disappoint, never fix it, told the Russians where to find Trump's son. Never mind the tax fraud, shipped kids to Hong Kong, Tom and Corey down the street, killed them both in their sleep. Slept with Mary, old hag, no, she was on the rag, knew the kids was on the way, slipped it at the lid of my I didn't start the fire. It was always burning before I made that turn. And I didn't start the fire. No, I didn't fight it, but I didn't light it. Ran the light, skipped the draft, helped the mob with some graft. Told a guy in Iraq there's oil in Kuwait. Switched around grandma's pills, set off all the air raid drills, made sure that nasty was, and yeah.
I think they've heard enough.
Yeah?
This is insane. If you did all the things you sang you did, you must be some sort of psychopath or...
Look, Thomas, you're missing the point, my friend. I wrote the song so that everyone would know I didn't start that fire. It's what I've been trying to tell everybody this whole time.
What fire? You never say in the song. You just say a bunch of other horrible things. We all thought it was like metaphorical imagery, you know, like in the first song.
My friend, I don't know the meaning of the word metaphor. No, I'm talking about that fire. You know, the one that everybody's been talking about.
You mean Notre Dame?
That's the one, yes. I was there in the area, and I want to make sure that everybody knows that I did not start that fire.
Okay, Billy Joel, you've admitted to all sorts of heinous crimes in this song. Investigations will be opened. You will be questioned by police. Possibly taken to federal court.
You've also directly linked yourself to the scene of the fire at Notre Dame. And the French police are asking for your extradition to Paris immediately.
What French police? What? No, they can't do that. I'm an innocent man, I tell you. I'm an innocent man. Like, this wasn't how it's supposed to go. No. I can't take it anymore. No, I'm too old. I can't do that anymore. You know, only the good die young.
Billy Joel, everybody.
On Monday, ISIS announced that their leader will make an appearance via video for the first time in years. They went on to say they will make the reveal on the new season of The Masked Singer.
Iconic TV host Larry King suffered a heart attack late last week. Reports state that before fading into the afterlife, King struck a Faustian bargain with the devil himself, selling his soul for the chance to interview Lucifer in the flesh. Catch it next week when Larry King Live welcomes special guest Stephen Miller.
Sources from Facebook say that the data giant has set aside $3 billion to pay future fines for infractions they haven't even committed yet. This is all sounding very Minority Report, which, funny enough, is the name of a whole half of those Russian bot accounts.
This week, NASA is reportedly pretending that an asteroid is going to hit the Earth as part of a, quote, training exercise. Said a NASA spokesperson, pretending? Is that what we're going with? Okay. Well, everyone, pretend to gather your belongings while you pretend to head to an underground bunker where you can pretend to kiss your loved ones goodbye. The spokesperson ended the press conference with uncontrollable weeping.
A fisherman off of the coast of Norway spotted a whale wearing a harness, who Norwegian experts believe is being trained by the Russian military. So that's how Russia conquers the world. Not through military power or disrupting elections, but with Shamu's cousins taking their revenge. For Late Night Review, I'm Thomas Kassler.
I'm Jack Overbeck. Good night.
Good night.